This is a good question. Can I read this book? Can I watch these movies? They have magic in them. They have these stuff in them. Is that okay? Does that still make me a Christian? Can I do that as a Christian? I promise you, everyone has probably had those thoughts. It is very, very, very important to look at where your heart is. If you read these books, if you watch these movies, if you listen to this music, is it going to change your perspective on God? Is it going to change the way you feel about Jesus Christ? That was an awkward long pause. Are you going to start believing in magic because of these things? Are you going to start doing these bad things that you are watching, reading, or maybe listening to? That is very important to look at. In your heart, do you think that this would make me change in any ways? If it would make you change, don't watch it, don't read it, don't listen to it. I watch all different kinds of shows. I watch murder, I watch romance, I watched Shameless before. If you know what that show's about, that says it all. I watched all different kinds of shows, all different kinds of movies about all different kinds of things. I've watched Star Wars and I watched Harry Potter, and I have listened to music that is not Christian music, that's not worship music. Does it change the way I feel about God? Does it change my relationship with Him at all? Does it change the way I act? Does it change the way I think? It doesn't for me, personally. So I know that in my heart, I'm able to listen, to read, to watch these things without being changed. But if it is possible that these things are going to change your heart and your mind, I highly recommend not doing those things, not watching, reading, or listening to those things. Reading, watching, and listening to these things can still mean that you're a Christian if it doesn't change your heart posture. We have to remember, going into reading, watching, or listening to these things, go into it praying to God to help cage your heart so that those things can't get in and stir it around and mess it up. Pray to Him, ask Him for understanding, ask Him for help knowing that these things are not real. Greek mythology is pretty cool. I've watched Hercules, but does me watching those or learning about that stuff make it real? No. Like, I have learned about other religions. That does not mean that those religions are now real just because I've read about them, I've learned about them. It's the same way for reading, for movies or shows and books. Well, I already said reading. Music there. So just ask yourself, is this going to change me in any way? And if not, go for it with understanding that it's not real. And if it is, then don't watch it, don't read it, don't listen to it. I hope this helped. I love you so, so much. Goodbye!